what you're in with them. I said it's the same in with any person. If you walk in a room and say to the people, I'm here to take away whatever is you're most afraid of, they're going to listen to what you say. At least they're going to listen.
Yeah.
But if you go in there like, I'm going to here to make sure you start attending this, like you forget it.
Right.
Forget it. So that's really important to learn. And I'm grateful that for her and how she did that with me, of course, and the wrestling coach, and then other people in my life. And there's not a lot of people that do that. And so when they are there, they stand out dramatically, and they tend to be not big attention seekers.
Yeah.
They tend to be pretty quiet. And so, when, by the time I got to, the CIA guy, recruitment guy, I felt like I was probably doing to him what the nurse did to me and what the wrestling coach did to me. I felt like the position was reversed. And what I actually said to him is like, the reason that you guys are going to keep failing in what you're doing is not because you don't have the resources and all that. It's because you're doing it out of fear, which made him mad, which meant I was right. And I said, if we took the fear out of the situation, this would work. And then he says, you have a job.
Yeah, that's so powerful because it happens in police culture, right? It happens, but I also have seen it happen so much within like corporate culture.
Oh yeah.
Talk about a culture that's just layered by fear, right? Of just like, if I don't follow this process, I get fired, and like if I'm not this, then my parents don't approve of me, right? Like all this stuff, So for you, how has it that you helped people find freedom to be then free, right? Like free from that stuff, right? And I'm just curious how you did, especially in the Middle East, right? Compared to like here in the United States.
Yeah. So what I assume, and again, this is just, I feel like you have these experiences in your life, and if you'll truth tell, which is a big part of this, and it's maybe the most difficult part, is learning how to tell the truth. So not that people lie, it's that they don't know what the truth actually is. And you have to work to understand what's actually true about yourself, especially. Most humans don't even know what they really believe. They say things, but they don't live like what they say. And if you really pushed them on something that isn't really what they believe. So, a lot of people would say, well, I believe I'm going to heaven when I die. I'm like, well, then let's go to Yemen together. And then they're like, no, because they're not quite that sure, but it's this. So then you didn't really tell the truth when you said that. So your experiential truth is what sets all humans free. So if you can get anyone to start truth telling at any level, you're on the way to redemption and transformation. So you're looking for what's the thing that I can talk to probably any human being about that I know is that they're going to respond to that can help us walk towards truth. And it's the topic of fear. That's what it is. So the negative emotion most of the world is operating in, look at our world. It's not hard to tell. It's just like saying, is this a true statement or not? Here's what a fear-based world looks like. It looks like it's as far away from peace as you can get because of the fear. Is that our world? That's every city, everywhere. Yeah. Okay. So then the greatest thing I can help a person with, and the more angry they are, the more fearful they are. Right. And then when you go into an angry, fearful person and use force on them because they're scaring me, and all the fear and anger just rises like that. So the simplest way in is the number one exhortation in scripture. It's don't be afraid. Peace be upon. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And the culture that we live in will never be able to produce that because of the fear and the false belief.